Hello, and welcome to Falcon TV News. Today is Thursday, May 7th, 2020. I'm Autumn, along with the rest of the FTV crew. Kim Wilde has what our news focuses on today.
Looking out a dirty old window, down below the cars in the city go rushing by. I sit here alone and I wonder why. Friday night and everyone's moving. I can feel the heat, but it's soothing heading down. I search for the beat in this dirty town. Downtown, the onwards are going. Downtown, the onwards are going. We're the kids in America. Whoa. We're the kids in America. Whoa. Everybody live for the music around.
Hey, remember her? Remember that? Thank you, Kim, for that Throwback Thursday moment. But she's right. Today our news topic concerns children and young adults. In our first report, we look at the most important unanswered questions about COVID-19. What role do children play in keeping the pandemic going? New studies add to the evidence that children may transmit the virus. Experts are saying that new data suggests that cases would soar in many U.S. communities if schools reopened soon. Fewer children seem to get infected by the virus than adults, and most of those who do have mild symptoms, if any. But do they pass the virus on to adults and continue the chain of transmission? The answer is key to deciding whether and when to reopen schools, a step that President Trump urges states to consider before the summer. Data found that children were about a third as susceptible to the corona infection as adults were, but when schools were open, they found that children had about 3 times as many contacts as adults and 3 times as many opportunities to become infected, essentially even out of their risk. Based on their data, the researchers estimated that closing schools is not enough on its own to stop an outbreak, but it can reduce the surge by about 40 to 60% and slow the epidemic course. More studies need to be done, but even now, as some states are seeing decreased numbers and other states are seeing increase. And talking about children and testing, we head over to Jackson, who has information both on school testing and more on virus and testing.
That's right, Autumn. The first look at testing that occurs at this time within schools, AP testing. AP testing at Oakcrest and in our region begins next week. With the virus, remote AP exams are happening each day in the afternoon beginning Monday, May 11th and ending Friday, May 22nd. There are 3 exam sessions per day at 12 p.m., 2 p.m., and 4 p.m. Teachers, please keep this in mind as many students will be preparing for afternoon exams each day. And to the teachers, we say thank you for being extremely supportive and encouraging, and to the students who may be nervous about taking the exams online. We'd like to wish you all good luck. This next testing involves a deeper analysis with what is happening to children hospitalized with a mysterious illness that may be linked to the virus. 15 children, many of whom who had the coronavirus, have recently been hospitalized in New York City with a mysterious syndrome that doctors do not yet fully understand, but that has also been reported in several European countries. Many of the children ages 2 to 15 have shown symptoms associated with toxic shock or Kawasaki disease, a rare illness in children that involves inflammation of the blood vessels, including coronary arteries. None of the New York City patients with the syndrome have died, according to a bulletin from the health department, which describes the illness as a multi-system inflammatory syndrome potentially associated with COVID-19. The syndrome has received growing attention in recent weeks as similar cases have begun appearing in European countries hit hard by the coronavirus, including the United Kingdom, France, Italy, and Spain. Kawasaki disease can also cause problems with the lymph nodes, skin, and the lining of the child's mouth, nose, and throat. Scientists haven't found an exact cause for Kawasaki disease, but left untreated, it can cause serious complications, including an aneurysm, and is fatal in about 1% of cases. Further investigation into this is required. I'm Jackson Gatens for Falcon TV News.
Thank you, Jackson. Hopefully they figure that out sooner rather than later. Children can be a handful, but they can also be amazing on what they do. Jessica has more on that story.
I have a question to ask the kids. Is this determination or to inquire with parents? Is this kid going to be amazing or a handful? We've all been there. You get into a fight with your parents over something you want, but your mom or dad won't get it for you. It happens. Surprisingly, a Utah boy let his anger or determination get the best of him when he reportedly stole or borrowed his family's Dodge Journey to go buy a Lamborghini supercar his mom refused to buy for him. The Utah Highway Patrol said a state trooper who initially suspected an impaired driver when he noticed a Dodge Journey swerving on the left lane of a major highway. The kid reportedly told the trooper that he had been in an argument with his mother because she declined to purchase him a new Lambo. So, he'd set out to California to buy his own. Sadly, he only made it 3 miles. So far, doesn't sound too strange, but the kid who took his parents' car on the freeway to head to California was only 5 years old. The Highway Patrol is still in talks with the boy and his family, although it's unclear if anyone will be charged for the dangerous joyride. Of course, you must admire the kid's dedication. Something inside all of us wishes we could just hit the road and go buy a Lamborghini, but very few of us can actually afford to do that, much like that kid. Officer said he only had $3 in his wallet, so about a few $100,000 short. It appears one way or another, given his young age and spunk, this kid is going to be something. I'm Jessica Creighton reporting for Falcon TV News.
Spunk. There's a word for you. It's good no one was injured. Well, it seems with purpose, one can achieve feats. So for me and the rest of the Falcon TV News, stay safe, stay clean, and stay quarantined.
You know life is cruel, life is never kind. Has to make a new story. Time has no gravity glory. We're the kids in America. We're the kids in America. Everybody lives for the music around.